5 world-class athletic meets in 6 days. So many brain-shattering performances, you'd think it was Olympic week already. So naturally, I'm going to do one of the most controversial things in track and field. I'm ranking the top 10 performances of the week, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oblique Seville produces a stunt.
Starting off at the bottom, Akani Simbine is laying down the law in 2024. Top end speed on display, and at home plate in 9.94 seconds. The time is simply good, but it's the fact that he's now undefeated through 600 meter races this season, and every single time against world-class competition. He's taken out Curly, Coleman, Omanyala, Jacobs, a dying Blake. That's just undoubtedly a ridiculous resume for the first half of the season. How often do you hear and see a crowd getting this behind a field athlete?
57 already this season. Oh wow!
Even more so when it comes to the triple jump. But there's a good reason. Jaydon is one of those lightning in a bottle athletes. He's only 19, but has held the under 20 world record since May 2023. And in only his third competition this year, fighting his way back from a hamstring injury, which abruptly ended his 2023 season, he flies to a 17.75 meter jump. That puts him as number 1 in the world this year, while also jumping just outside his own under 20 world record. Sha'Carri Richardson said it perfectly.
I'm not back, I'm better.
There's only 7 80-meter jumpers in history. Hibbert's going to be the next one on that list very soon, and he fucking loves it.
He's loving the moment. Look at Jaydon Hibbert, a new world lead as well.
Last year's world silver medalist, Mathew Hudson-Smith, breaks his own European record. At the Oslo Diamond League of Dreams, he gets out hard, slow cadence, but look at these powerful strides. And he manages to hold on to this till the very end, for a 44.07 seconds.
Today, let's keep an eye on the clock. This is quick. This is super quick. 44.07.
And the record he broke was his own, by a hefty 0.2 seconds. In the grand scheme of things, it's just a solid time. But he's proven he's one of those athletes that runs his best when it counts. So it's a solid threat. How will Christopher Morales respond next week? At this point in the season, it's clear Sydney Mclaughlin-Levrone is a freak. 400 hurdle world record holder, 400 meter flat world champion, and currently has the second fastest 200 meter time this year. And while she is the world record holder, she hasn't run this race since August 2022. That's almost 2 years. And on her first real go at it, she cracks one of the smoothest 52-second runs you'll ever see to a full 1 second world lead. Yes, it's well below her own world record. But as a race to basically just shake off the rust, she set herself as a clear number 1 in the world.
It's gonna be quick, the world record holder is here. Look out world, Sydney's back.
Even after Femke Bowl's opener too. This matchup is looking to be good. At number 6 is Duplantis going over 6 meters. Yes, the result may have only been a 6 meter jump. Imagine saying that about a height less than 30 people in history have ever made. But after that, we would have witnessed 3 world record attempts at 6 meters 25.
For a world record. Crowd roaring. Does he deliver? Oh, so close! So close!
And no, you don't think that's good enough? He then did it again 3 days later with even better attempts.
Duplantis nello stadio di casa vola su.
How often do you get an athlete attempting a world record every meet he's at, and getting this close every single time? That's 6 world record attempts this year, with one of them being successful. This man is the definition of a different breed. And he still wants to race Julien Fraser-Pryce. Please someone get this exhibition race going. Julien Alfred took the 60 meter world title this year, and after resetting for the outdoor season, we've seen her beat a few times in the 100. And just like that, it's like we forgot what type of animal she is. It's coming closer to championship time, and she does nothing short of demolish this field in the second fastest time of the year, 10.78 seconds, a top 20 time ever.
Look at Alfred, the world indoor champion. Brilliant performance. Goes away from them. 10.7.
With the strongest generation of female sprinters ever walking on this earth, it's really hard to pick favourites. But with some big names struggling, I think Alfred just sent out a pretty strong message. Whenever Ingebrigtsen sets foot on the track, it's always wild. He's one of the best in the sport. He's one of the best showmen, and an example competitor. We've seen many ducks all season long, but right out of injury, and he's going balls to the wall, and then some. He took a gracious loss last week to Kerr after shit-talking all year, but he wasn't about to let that happen twice. As rounding the final bend in the men's 1500, he does this.
Moore back in 6th place as they come into the straight, and Ingebrigtsen with a 5,000 metre straight pushing towards the line. Cheruiyot trying to come back at him. Is he going to get there? Oh, I think he does. It's going to come down to a photo. Cheruiyot and something to chase, and it is Ingebrigtsen who wins by 3.
This is a world record holder, diving for a win in an Olympic year. That's how you fucking do it. Covered in scratches, putting down a 3-minute, 29.74 second world lead. He shadow boxes a little and races a strawberry for his second win of the day. Ingebrigtsen will end up on top again this year, and I think I'm finally starting to see the vision, the one that TRP saw from the very start. If you had said this result was number 1 for the week, I wouldn't be able to argue, mainly because I'm distant stupid, but also because in the men's 5k, we'd see the closest thing to a world record this week. In a flying race, Ethiopia's Gebrhiwet, with 1 lap to go, just ditches the field and puts on the damn jets. In a race with over 12 laps, he put his foot down for the final 400 meters in 55 seconds, en route to the second fastest time we've ever seen. And while he did crush this field, this race still managed to heavily rearrange the top 5k runners of all time, with Kejelcha and Kiplimo also landing themselves spots in the top 10.
It's just outside the world record, goodness me! That last...
It's not news to say the men's 100 meter was struggling this year, but with one swift effort by Jamaica's Oblique Seville, I don't think we can say that anymore.
A marquee event. The set position.
In fact, it's statistically a strong year now. At 30 meters, everyone was already clawing at his back, but Seville, with some new 200 meter speed in his arsenal, holds on to a 9.82 second time. That's a huge world lead of 0.08 seconds and a personal best of 0.04. This is the type of stuff we've been waiting for. Not only a quick time, but a male Jamaican sprinter is finally stepping up again. Double world champ Lyles couldn't respond, still closing in a hot 9.85, and honestly, Omanyala put in a pretty quick 10.02, considering a big error out of the blocks. And the America-Jamaica men's sprint rivalry might just be back on the menu. And for the number 1 spot, the world record holder, Olympic champ, and 3-time world champion, Karsten Warholm was set to open his season, and with these accolades, you'd almost expect domination. But that's just never the case when you have Alison Dos Santos, the 3rd fastest to ever touch this event, literally breathing down your neck down the home straight.
Its appearance here, the T2 well clear. Warholm, Santos is coming back at him.
Whether it was pressure or season opening rust, in what looked like a 1v1 battle, Warholm clips the last hurdle, and Dos Santos capitalizes for a huge victory in 46.63 seconds.
The fastest in the world this year, and that puts that in the top 10 of all time.
In this one race, Dos Santos tackles the toughest opponent in the history of the event and yoinks the world lead by 1 millisecond of the 2nd best ever in the event. These 3 guys are in a class of their own, case in point being this race, where no one bar these 3 have run faster times in this. And with that, here are some honourable mentions in what was probably the 2nd best week of track we've seen so far this year. The results are truly heating up now. It's straight up not early season anymore. The world's best are showing us what they can do when it matters. So let me know what you guys think, why my list is garbage, how you'd rank yours, and then I'll also reply with why yours sucks. Thanks for watching, see you next time.